Okay, this is gonna be fun. So there's a lot of misinformation out there on social media, or just sometimes people don't understand HABs. So we're gonna go through some scenarios. I pulled some really fun stuff off of social media that people were saying, and we're going to react to that. So this is just your warm-up question, okay? Your warm-up question. Your mussels were harvested from a shellfish growing area that was closed due to high levels of PSP. Okay, but what temperature can you cook them at to prevent you from getting sick, or your customers from getting sick? Is it 125, 130, or 145? Okay, not pulling a fast one on any of you. Okay, you can't cook them, right? All right, we're all warmed up. Oh, I love this posting. But anyways, just on some social media, you got the Poison Center saying cooking won't kill biotoxins, but it will prevent gross stomach bugs like Vibrio and Norovirus. Okay, when I'm stressed at work, I just think of this posting and say, my job is beach. Maybe that'll help you if you ever get stressed at your job. Okay, well, depuration can be effective for removing bacteria like E. coli. It's ineffective for removing biotoxins. Lipophilic toxins can bind tightly to the fatty tissues. And once it's tested for a regulatory limit, it cannot be cleaned by depurating. These biotoxins can happen anytime. My dinophysis bloom right here. I mean, we got it crops up, it crops up every October and November. This is Washington data, but just showing PSP levels at 2,000, like in October, running all the way through November and December. So this has not been the case up here in Alaska, but just to say that these blooms can crop up any time of the year. That is why you at least have to send them in once per month. And there's the phytoplankton monitoring out there to see when these cells crop up, because they can happen at any time. So this is right here in Bud Inlet, and we have sampled, the DOH testing site is down here by the yacht club. This is in one tiny little bay. I mean, this is the difference from here to here. You can see these plankton samples. West Bay Marina was just packed. Dinophysis cells were exponentially larger than these other sites. So, and then we just found that East Bay over here is actually even more of a hot spot. So you can have very different concentrations in different areas. If my area has been okay historically, can I assume it's okay now? No, you always have to test. So again, here was a bloom. I had 1.4 million cells of Pseudo-nitzschia in my sample, no toxins. So that can happen with several species. I would say to be more cautious about Alexandrium, because it does not take a lot to produce toxins. Okay, one thing I did find on social media, because Taylor Shellfish had a post out there during a really big bloom where people were really concerned, I thought it brought up some really clear ways of getting across your message in a nice, friendly way, like put some nice little emojis in there. But it was after a PSP bloom, PSP education incoming. Let me see, I'll just try and hit on the big points. It says, what is it? It is a potentially deadly biotoxin, so they're not really sugarcoating it, produced by a specific type of algae. Cooking will not help. Natural occurrence, PSP, can occur naturally in cold and warm waters. Safety monitoring, regulators test and monitor shellfish constantly, working together for safety. Shellfish farmers constantly work with the Department of Health, or in this case DEC, to ensure that the product is safe for consumption. So I thought that was good. Friends, if you purchase shellfish from reputable suppliers, particularly farmed shellfish, you don't need to worry about biotoxins. During HAB blooms, there's a strong media push to inform recreational harvesters to always check before foraging for shellfish. So I thought they laid things out very clearly. And again, I think DEC on their website says it well. Shellfish harvested commercially and sold to the public come from licensed certified growers. Their harvest operations must meet specified standards, and the shellfish they harvest are regularly tested for biotoxins. Commercial shellfish are tested and safe to eat. So it's an important message to constantly be giving and providing out to the public. And that's all I have.